All right. And we are live. All right. Ah man, we are back, man. What's going on? 55.
What's up,
We're gonna
everybody?
do
What's up,
yeah,
Demarcus?
yeah, we're gonna do a continuation what we did last week.
Yeah.
See some people come into the room. Um, so yeah, I'll let you just go ahead and start it off like we did last week. I'll
Yeah.
let you get it in, and then if I have any points, I'll just cut
Okay.
in and make them.
Okay. Well, what's up? Once again, man, thanks for having me on tonight. I really appreciate having a platform like yours to give out some information that I saw and experienced. And my goal is to help people to escape, you know, a cult such as the Watchtower. That's my only goal. My goal is to help people to wake up like I did. To gain freedom and to gain peace of mind. Because if you don't have freedom, you don't have peace of mind. What Watchtower is an organization that it steals your freedom. It takes your freedom away from you. It takes away not only a lot of your time, which is your freedom, but it also takes away, the God given gift that you have to be an individual. To be yourself. Like you can't be your own individual and Watchtower. Like for example, if you're a man, you can't have a beard. Like if you grow a beard as a man, they look at you like you like a demon or something walking around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's just to name one thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
like that's a that should be a wake up call to anybody that's a cult. Like if you a man and you can't like have like no facial hair, I mean that alone right there should just scream at you that okay, this is a cult.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm just gonna just speak on this for a little bit more. See, one thing that all cults have in common, like I don't know if anybody that's gonna come in here, listen to this video has like researched like other cults or seen other cults. They probably have, because it's been a lot of other cults in existence, throughout the centuries and throughout, the world. It has been many cult organizations. And
Mm-hmm.
one thing I noticed, Jumangi, about some of the cults that I saw is that it's always recommended in those cults that all the members what? That all the members look the same. No
Yeah.
originality is allowed. And now I
Mm-hmm.
can't remember the names of these other cults. I can't remember the names of them because there's a lot of them, but I've seen some of them, like I was saying. And like I said, some of these cults they have rules where everybody got to look the same. Like for example, if you a man, you got to shave off your eyebrows and your face got to be completely bald. It's called. I've seen
Mm-hmm.
cults like that. Like in other words, they want everybody got to look the same. Some of them even wear the same clothes. Like nah, some of them got a dress code. You got to have a clean shaved face. If you a man, you got to wear this. You
Mm-hmm.
see, one of the main goals of most cults is to take away originality.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah.
why they do that? Because if they can break you down to the point where you allow them to control what you look like, they can control your mind too. If somebody can control what you look like, Jumangi, they can control what you think.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I know I made several military references in the past videos. That's why I keep bringing up the military. Now, me myself, I was never in the military, but I have family. I got family in the military, and I got friends in the military. So I know a lot about the military because I know a lot of people in it. And like
Mm-hmm.
that's why the military does certain things, man. Why do you think the military? If you're a man in the military, you gotta be clean shaven. Like you can't if you in the army, you gotta shave. You can't have no
Mm-hmm.
visible big old tattoos. You can't do
Mm-hmm.
you can't do none of that stuff. You gotta be clean shaven, all that. See,
Mm-hmm.
that's why they do that. They do that to put everybody like and kind of like this uniform of control.
Uh-huh.
And I understand why the military do it because, like I was saying, if you control how somebody look, you control what they think, and they want to have control over their soldiers' minds, so they basically follow orders. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I set up like that. So I'm not saying that the military is a dangerous cult. I'm not saying that. All I'm just saying is that, like I said a few times, when somebody control what you look like, they control your mind also. And that's why
Hmm.
like Watchtowers is just obvious in many ways that it's a cult just off of that. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. If you don't, I mean, if nobody can think for themselves, you tell them what to think. I
right.
mean, it's easier to tell somebody what to think when they're not thinking. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
as I said before, man, if everybody in the room thinks the same, only one person in that room is thinking. You know,
Right.
so
Right. Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
So
And,
a few things I want to just touch on, like we kind of talked about kind of last week. I want to keep talking about the future of Watchtower, and you can basically see that this is obviously a sinking ship. You know, it should be obvious to anybody who's in that organization that it's a sinking ship. And if it's not obvious to you tonight, I'm going to help you see it's a sinking ship. The first thing I want to talk about is the number of the kingdom of there's a number of kingdom halls, I'm sorry, being sold. The number of kingdom halls that are closing. Okay, I got some numbers right here.
mm-hmm.
In 2017, 606 kingdom halls were sold in America. I
In
said it
America.
again. In the United States alone, this is just
Wow.
in the United States. In the
Mm.
United States, 606 kingdom halls were sold in 2017. Okay. Now, I'm going to jump to 2018. Check this out. In 2018, 861 kingdom halls were sold in the United States. Last year,
Yeah.
2019, all the numbers didn't get in yet. So all they have so far that they
Oh.
kind of showing for 2019, it's on record that 45 more kingdom halls were sold in the United States. That's a total of 1,518 halls.
Woo.
Okay,
1,518.
1,518 kingdom halls were sold
Mm-hmm.
in the last 3 years, and this is just the United States. This,
And
remember, this is just the states. 1,500 halls
yeah,
were
yeah,
sold
yeah,
in the
yeah,
United
man.
States in those last 3 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, here's why they have to sell these kingdom halls. Of course, we already know about the child molestation, so I'm not going to talk about that too much. We already know about the child molestation cases and all that. We also know about them needing money to pay off those cases. I think it was one at I forgot where, it was in Montana somewhere, where they had to like they owed like $38 million for some woman that was being raped. So we already know that part of the reason why they selling these halls because they need money to pay off, these lawsuits. But it's
Mm-hmm.
another reason. It's another reason why a lot of these kingdom halls are closing, which I'm gonna get into right now. For the people that's witnesses and that's still going to the hall, another reason why the kingdom halls are closing is because it's a shortage of elders and it's a shortage of men that are taking the lead because a lot of men are waking up, they're realizing they're in a cult and they're leaving. A lot of men are leaving the organization. A lot of men are losing their privileges, stepping down because they're tired of being basically a controlled slave that's borderline, about to have a nervous breakdown or be schizophrenic.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
the organization, it breaks people down mentally because
Mm-hmm.
you live in it's like you basically living under a rulership that makes you feel guilty. They call it fog, fear, obligation, and guilt. They always
Yeah.
say you're not doing enough. You're always under obligation to do this, go on the service. If you don't do it, you're gonna die, and you feel
Mm-hmm.
guilty. And they also, of
Yeah.
course, operate from a fear. So it's called fog, fear, obligation, and guilt. So that's making
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot of people wake up and leave. So the shortage of men, the shortage of elders and other men in the congregation, they're not being there to take the lead. So that's one reason why they have to combine all these congregations.
Mm-hmm.
Because think about it, if you have a hall where it's like two elders, you know what I mean? They're gonna have to combine that hall. They're
Yeah,
gonna have to merge that hall. What they're gonna do? They're gonna merge that congregation with other congregations, and eventually that's gonna happen so much the hall gonna be empty because they had to merge so many congregations because there wasn't no men in there taking the lead because they all left. So then
oh
they get to
yeah,
the point where they got to sell the building. They got to sell the Kingdom Hall.
yeah.
So
What's going on? What's going on, Marvin? Um, yeah, I was just doing the before you move on. I was talking about the 1500 because I'm like, man, 1500
yeah,
just in America, and that's 3 years, right?
yeah. What's up,
You
Marvin?
3 years. You said about
Yeah.
3 years, so that's about 33. That's about 30 halls a month.
Oh, good math, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
about
is.
30 halls a month. Yeah, one of those
Yep.
halls, as I told you before, one of those was mine. And what I
Yep.
noticed, man, this is what I
Uh
noticed.
huh.
They always renovate them before they sell them. So any
Right.
Joe Winners watching this, if your Kingdom Hearts talking about they renovating, it's a good chance they about to sell that thing, man. What's going on,
Right.
Cheryl? Yeah, yeah. I just want to bring that up,
Right.
man. Yeah, because they
Yeah.
renovated that hall, and then like a couple of months later,
Mm-hmm.
that it was sold. Yeah. What's going on, One Nails? Yeah. So yeah, I
Oh
just
man,
want to bring that up.
I worked on many halls, man. Like I was in the RBC, LDC for years. I was working on halls, man. I was working on halls for like 8 or 9 years, man. So I'm sure a lot of the halls I helped build and renovate, they sold. I did all that work for
Hmm.
free, and that's what make me
Crazy.
mad too, because
Yeah.
I be just thinking about sometimes all the stuff I did for this organization, and I didn't get nothing out of it. Like I literally took off work. I took days off work to go build these halls and do this and that. I go back over there as a daycare. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
man,
hey.
I put the roof on that daycare, man.
Well, hey. Well, that daycare got Jehovah's Spirit. Just think of it like that.
No, it don't.
But didn't they dedicate to Jehovah? That daycare got Jehovah's Spirit and protection over it.
Oh man.
Man, yeah.
Oh
Oh
boy.
man. So yeah, TW man, what's going on, TW? I'm gonna try to get some of these comments too, man. I've been kind of skipping over. Yeah, Cheryl
Yeah,
said the
yeah, we
watchtower
had
is
that.
crumbling. Yeah, the
Yeah,
watchtower
we
crumbling
had
like a
that.
doggone gingerbread house, man. Yeah,
That's
it
right.
sure is. Yes,
I'm
yes,
glad to
it's
see it
crumbling.
too, Charles Seabrad. The White Sox definitely is crumbling. How about how cultural differences can make you get disfellowshipped in one area and not another? This would affect your whole life based on God. Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
it's also a lot of racism and white supremacy at the top of the watchtower, especially it might not be as evident now, y'all, but see, that's why it's important. I'm honest, everybody who's in this cult, study the history of this organization. And I'm not talking about on JW.org. Like study the history of this organization. Go to JW Facts. Go
Hmm.
to JW Facts, and you'll see like the racism and other things I'm talking about. Because
Yeah.
back in Malawi, in Africa, when was it, in the 70s or 80s? But anyway, around that time, they were letting all the African people get killed and raped and all this stuff in Malawi because
Mm.
they were saying that, oh no, you got to be loyal to Jehovah. You can't have nothing
Hmm.
to do with politics. And like
Yeah.
the government in Malawi, they was like, man, all they had to do was just like get this political card. That's all they had to do was get it in
That's
the
all they had
carrier.
to do.
That's all they
How
had to
did how?
do. And it's not like they was like going to join the army and all that. That's all they had to do. And
So
like the
what
branch,
like?
huh?
Okay, before you move, like what did getting this political card involved? Like,
That nothing. All they had to do was just like they probably had. I mean, I
so
don't really know in too much
that's
detail,
crazy.
but they
So it wasn't.
probably
No, I'm saying it
it wasn't
wasn't
nothing
going
hard.
against neutral. It wasn't going against neutrality because I know they big on trying to show that they neutral. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know all the
Yeah.
details of that either, but it's kind of
Yeah.
it sounds like it just sounds like something they would do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But when they
Yeah, just
did that, since it was African people, basically my whole point in bringing this up real quick, because it was African people, they didn't care about their life. They just let them get slaughtered. Like they didn't even care. But when it came to
yeah.
Mexico, the same thing happened in South America and like Latin America and certain parts of Mexico. The same
Mhm.
issue came, the exact same issue came up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And guess what they did?
They allowed to get the political card.
Yeah,
Wow.
they told them to get it. I'm like, y'all let all these Africans get killed and
And
they got like they was getting it was like genocide, man. Like it was
oh yeah,
like
yeah, 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 yeah. Africa, yeah.
no, like they got it was like a genocide. And like the
Mm-hmm.
Watchtower was just like, yeah, yeah, y'all gotta be loyal to Jehovah. Just keep being killed.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be in paradise.
Yeah, you'll be
You
in
know what I'm
Jehovah's
saying?
memory. Yeah,
But
you'll be
then
in Jehovah's memory.
when it came like to like in South America and in Mexico, they was like, yeah, nah, go ahead and do what they say, so y'all can stay alive. You know what I
Crazy,
mean? Stuff
man.
like that.
Yeah.
Stuff like
That's,
that. You have people like
yeah,
Shad, you like, wait, what?
that's
You know what I
crazy,
mean?
man. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Right. I
That
mean,
that
that was just a little. That's just a little side point that was crazy to me from something I saw.
yeah. Yeah. Cheryl was asking who's my guest. Yeah, this is 50. But Cheryl, this is he's a ex JW elder and pioneer. He got lead because he went to college. So kind of going
Yeah.
into yep.
Yeah. What's up, Cheryl? It's me. I was an elder for going on 4 years, pioneer 7 years, served at Bethel, all that. That's how I know that this is a cult. It's not from God. Um, they put
Yeah,
the
it was
they
going
put
life
the
is
token
now.
black guy in there. One nails. Yeah, of course they did. They put the token black guy in there, and they made Caleb and Sophia father Mexican, so they got the token Mexican too in the cartoon.
Yeah, yeah,
Y'all got to pay
yeah.
attention, man. No, man, pay attention. Pay attention to what Watchtower do. They gave the black people. They gave the black people one token black governing body member, and they gave Caleb and Sophia a Mexican Hispanic daddy. Because if y'all ever saw that garbage, if y'all watched them garbage cartoons to indoctrinate kids, if you notice, the mother is white, but the daddy he like a Latino. So that they gave the Mexicans him. Yeah, I mean it is. I'm like it's like a Mexican dude, right? So
Yeah.
like they gave the kids the Mexican daddy, and they gave the black people
Hmm.
the token black
The
doing the
governing
governing
body.
body. Right, right.
Oh man, what's going on? Sparlock jaw dropper. Sparlock jaw dropper. So it says some Congos allow beards in places like Alaska and Scotland. Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
That.
say that again. What did you say?
But he said some congregations allow beards in Alaska and Scotland. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Yeah. But
yep. They
that's
do.
crazy though. Yeah, well, that's
Right,
crazy because I mean, God's the same place everywhere, right? If Jehovah's the
right,
same place everywhere, how he frowns upon it in one place and not the other?
right,
That doesn't make
right.
sense.
I mean, stuff like that just show you that this is not run by this is not run by Jehovah.
Yeah,
Sparlock
yeah.
jaw dropper. See, this is what I was talking about, Jumangi. This is what I was talking about. Sparlock jaw dropper. The Mexico Malawi situation is what I was talking about. The Mexico Malawi
Hmm.
situation was a final straw for Ray France, right? Because that
Hmm.
just showed basically that just showed the discrimination, and you don't care
Hmm.
about people's life, or
Yeah, yeah.
you care about other types of people lives more than certain types of people. That's all that showed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean, and then also them African police don't be playing out there, man. Certain parts of Africa, you don't obey. It ain't like
Nah, bro.
America. It's not like America. You know what I'm saying? Them
Nah, bro. You got
yeah,
to
them
do
African
what they
police out
say.
there. Yeah, yeah. So I mean,
Mm-mm.
it's very dangerous. Could have been very scary for them witnesses. And they out here
Mm-mm.
playing games in America where they sitting safely in a compound. You know?
Nah, man. I never been to Africa either, but I mean, I can look at Africa and tell they don't play.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They
You know
don't.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I
yeah,
can just
yeah.
look
Yeah,
at how I
they
look
don't.
over there and be like, yeah, they ain't finna mess, they ain't finna play with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead
They
and do it.
don't.
Go ahead and do what the government down there say.
Yeah, yeah, you bet. Yeah, you better, man. America has a pretty kind of, I would say, government as far as leniency, kind of a
Right,
little more lenient than a lot of other governments. You do something out there, you ain't,
right,
what I'm saying, sometimes you don't get no trial. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. You
Your
mess
trial,
around,
your
go
trial's
somewhere
right
and
there.
you
Mhm.
mess around, chop one of your arms off or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But see, in
Throw you out,
Africa,
throw you out there to
a
Mufasa,
lot,
man.
right?
Yeah, you be out there with
A lot of
Mufasa.
those, a lot of them African countries are Muslim, like Muslim countries too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, exactly.
the ones that's like Muslim ran, they really don't be playing with nobody.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It
Right,
set your whole car
right,
on fire, man. Yeah.
right.
Yeah, but it just goes to show though. I mean, when it's easy to make things and sitting behind the stage or
Yeah,
sitting safely in your thing and tell other people what they should be doing. It's easy, okay, and this is not as serious, but it's easy to tell people, tell your boss that you finna go to a convention and they could take it or leave it. It's easy to do that when you don't have a job and you're not dependent on your job. It's easy to do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the government body,
Man,
they so quick to say stuff that they ain't got to
look,
really deal with. You know?
Jumanji, the elders, the elders of my congregation, when I was still an elder, the elders of my congregation, they met with me and they told me, you need to find a different job. Because like I was saying, like my job, because like my
Hmm.
job, I had to work every other weekend, and like some,
Uh-huh.
I was, I had to work. I wasn't doing nothing bad. Like you gotta work to feed yourself. I was just going to
Hmm.
work,
Yeah.
and like they was like, you got to get another job.
Uh,
They
okay.
was like, you
Was
gotta get. They was like, you missing. They was like, you missing in the ministry too much, and like
yeah, but they
They was like, you missing too many. Like you can't miss no meetings on
mm,
Sunday. They was like,
yeah,
they told
but
me
they
that they was
retired.
like, if you don't get another job, we're gonna have to make you step down. I was like, what?
But they retired, right? They was retired, right?
Not all of them. I mean, some of
Mm.
them.
Well, the ones who
Uh,
told you got to get another job, was they retired?
yeah, no, they all was still working, but
But I guarantee you, they wouldn't go out there and find another job. It's hard to find a job. I mean, especially it's kind of hard. It's not, you can't just go out there and find another job quick like that. Especially if you,
nah.
yeah, especially
Then I'm gonna
you.
tell you something else crazy they did. Then low key, and I know they was talking about me after they had to talk to me about telling me I got to get another job because I'm missing everything. You ain't going on service and all stuff.
Yeah.
Then I know they was talking about me because like low key. Then like a week later, one on one on the platform and was like like sneak dissing me on the platform, like
Hmm.
giving a talk. It wasn't like a local news, but he was like giving a part. He
Hmm.
was giving some he was giving some part of one of them dumb books they got. He was giving the Bible study or something. And like I say, I
Yeah.
know he was talking about me because he was just talking to me about what I was
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
And he up
Yeah.
there, and then he just started giving this illustration. He was just like
Yeah.
giving this illustration, but I know, like I said, it was about me. He was like, "Yeah,
Hmm.
suppose your job is keeping you from going on the field service." So I'm looking at dude. So look, I start looking at. I'm just like looking at dude. I start looking at him, and he was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
suppose your job,
Yeah.
suppose the elders talk to you and tell you need to change your occupation. Well, they're
Mm,
doing that
mm,
because they love you. And you need to get another job if it's interfering with the service control. Like I said, you could tell. Like I could tell he was like talking
yeah.
about me, and like that just
Yeah.
made me that made me so mad though. I was like, why would
Yeah.
somebody do something? That
I
that's
know that.
made me mad because how that came out
Yeah.
up
Yeah. That's some.
there
That's
on
some. That's some low down stuff right there, man. It's like you go in front of other people to air your stuff out. They used to do that same thing to me when I was at the I don't
yeah,
know if you watched my video about me leaving Joe Winters, how I'm talking and then the elder will come right in front of everybody. Oh man, look at that beard. Say something to everybody. Like, man, you old, get your little punk, man. Get out my face, man, before I do something. You know what I'm saying? Like they do stuff
man,
in front of other people to shame you, and then you could tell other people looking at you because they already know who the elder's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So hey,
man,
Sparlock said they threw him in the trash. Damn, Sparlock threw you in the damn trash, man.
man, I would have sued.
I know, God, dog, they threw him in the trash. Yeah, one nail
Oh
said,
man,
"You're not supposed to cut your beard." I mean, yeah, why would you? I mean, come on, why would you have to cut for Jehovah? You gonna cut your beard for Jehovah? He the one made it grow. You know what
but
I'm saying?
yeah,
He the one made your beard grow. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. I was just about to say that.
Hmm.
I was just
So
about to
Jesus,
say that.
yeah. So
Mhm.
Jesus came back to the kingdom. How they tell him to cut his beard? And think about this, man. Why
Uh,
Jesus in all publications got beards? So you can have
right,
beards in heaven, but not on earth. Is that what
right.
they saying? Yeah.
Let me tell you what I told somebody the other day. The other day, somebody that goes to the hall was getting on me about my beard, and I'm not cutting my beard, man. Hey, I look good with my beard. I mean,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
real.
Me too. You know
I'm
what I'm
just
saying?
being
I look
I'm
good.
I'm just being real with you,
Yeah,
man. Cause
yeah.
look, check it out. This is the first time in my life I ever grew a beard, and I was like, man, I was ugly. You know what I mean? When I'm like, I'm ugly, clean shaven. I look weird. Like I'm looking back now. I'm like, dang, I'm ugly without a beard. You
So
know what I
hey,
mean?
so you got a beard now. That's why you're not showing your face. I'm, I'm just messing with
No,
you. I'm just messing with you, man. Go
no. But it's like
ahead.
this what I told somebody the other day because somebody saw me and they was like, "Man, why you got a beard?" I told
Mhm.
them, I was like, "Man, look, Adam had a beard and Adam was a
Mhm.
perfect man.
Mhm.
Adam Adam was a perfect man that God made, and Adam came out the ground with a beard. So
Mhm.
if a man wasn't supposed to have a beard, God wouldn't have made him with one. And like I said, that was a
Exactly.
perfect man.
Exactly.
So I
Exactly.
just left it at that, and they couldn't. They was just like, yeah, they just look stupid.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So,
Basically.
yeah. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Jay the comedian? Yeah, Jay the comedian's on here. Um, Sparlock said the vodka. No, I'm not drinking vodka today. I'm drinking some wine. I got this. I bought this from the store. Yeah. Who's that
Oh
fella
my
right
God.
there?
Oh, you know what? I can get into that. About the whole racism thing. That you know what? We have to do another video for me to talk just about the racism I experienced in the organization, man. TW say I have followed the XJW community for a long time, and a fair number of white XJWs are big Trump supporters. That tells you that their racism was just hidden when they were active JWs. TW, let me tell you something real quick. Jay the comedian, you in the house? What's
Yeah,
up, Jay? Jay,
yeah,
you my boy, man. I love Jay the comedian, man. Jay the comedian, you my man.
yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just want to make this point real quick to TW. TW, I'm a black man, and I have experienced extreme racism being a Jehovah's Witness. Like
Mhm.
I have been to many RBC or LDC build sites, building the Kingdom Hall, and all the white brothers call all the black brothers their boy. Yeah,
Man,
I've seen that. I have been to
it's
Bethel.
crazy.
I got that. That ain't nothing. I served at Bethel for 2 years at Wallkill. I heard white people out there using racial slurs because, as most of us know by now, because like I say, I've been there. I lived and worked at Bethel. I've been there and seen everything, and everything you hear about Bethel was true. Everybody out
Mhm.
there is an alcoholic. And see,
Mhm.
at Wallkill, on top of certain buildings at Wallkill, it's like a ladder where you can crawl to the roof, and it's like
Mhm.
chill spots like on top of the roof of the literal wall kill. Like you can go up there and just sit there. Chill. It's like chairs up there, tables. People go up there and eat. People go up there and like just chill. But most of
Mhm.
them be up there drinking. But check this out. Check this out. And of course they be up there drinking till they be drinking till till it's dark. It's
Mhm.
dark. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's no light up there. It's like
Mhm.
up there. You be up there on the roof when it get dark. It be pitch black. It ain't no light up there. So
Yeah,
one
yeah.
day I was up there by myself chilling. I was by myself chilling, and it was like a whole bunch of like white brothers over there. They didn't know I was up there because like look it like dude, I'm telling you, it be so dark up there like you can't even see like 15 feet away from you. And like
Mhm.
they didn't know I was up there. They thought that's up there by themselves. And
Yeah,
so I'm just sitting there chilling. They didn't know I was there, and I heard
yeah,
them saying all this racist stuff, and I was just listening, and it was just
yeah.
blowing my mind, man. Like I'm not finna get into
Uh,
what they were saying and everything, but yeah, they were saying like a lot of bad stuff about black people, and I was just
yeah,
sitting there
yeah.
like amazed because like I said, they didn't even see me up there. That's how
This
dark
is
it be.
this is New York.
Yeah, I walk here.
Yeah. Because they come from all parts of town. A lot of time they
I
come from
was just
places where
like,
there's no
wow,
Yeah, there's no black.
yeah,
I mean, I was in a Kingdom Hall one time. You know what I'm saying? I had like I would bring different family members to the hall. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
And then you want to make a good impression. It was this old white lady. You know what I'm saying? She like 60 or 70, but she's
yeah,
from an area. Sometimes you grow an area, you still had that mindset.
right,
She was talking about somewhere she went in a neighborhood, and she said some I forgot what I can't quote her exactly. I don't want to misquote her,
yeah,
but it came around that drugs and black people, and the way she spent it, like it's like
mm-hmm,
that neighborhood, those people in that neighborhood. I'm thinking those people. I'm like my family's here. I'm like, oh shit, my family's here. You know what I'm saying? And
right,
then we got in the car. She like that old lady, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, how old people are, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because you don't want to make no bad, but I'm like, oh shit, she talking about,
yeah,
what I'm
but
saying?
man,
But
ra- ra- racism is a big problem within Watchtower, and I think
Mhm.
it's something. I think it's something that needs to be. I
Hey,
think it's actually something that needs to be talked about more, man. Because just to give you an
hey,
example, uh,
Melvin said they would have seen my hands. Well, Melvin, if it was
yeah,
dark, they wouldn't have seen your hands, brother. If it was dark.
bro, look. Let me tell you something else that used to happen to me all the time. And see, here's the thing. I didn't go. Like whenever I went to an RBC project, I would go with my buddies, and of course,
Hmm.
all my other friends was black. So it'd be
Hmm.
like me, it'd be like me and like three or four of my other friends. We would carpool. We would ride to the Kingdom Hall project together. We would carpool, and of course, we all black. And I'm gonna
Hmm.
tell you this, man. I'm gonna tell you all this. I'm gonna tell you all this. A lot of the halls that we went to the build, they was like way out in the middle of nowhere, like in like these like kind of like I ain't not like hick towns, not like
Hmm.
not like that, but like
Yeah,
there
the
was like
stick, like the
like
sticks.
in like they'd be like way out like in the boondock somewhere in like
Yeah,
some
yeah,
upper
like in the
like
doggone
suburban
sticks.
type.
Yeah, yeah. You see
Yeah,
like
like
Confederate flags and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
yes, but like what I'm saying, it'd be like upper class type of like white people. They wouldn't be like
Okay.
hillbilly, but like
Hmm.
we would like be like the only black people there. And
Hmm.
like they'd be like so surprised to see us. They'd be looking at us all crazy. And like a lot of the
Hmm.
times what happened, like dude, like we used to go to some RBC projects, they wouldn't even let us work. Like
Hmm.
they'd give everybody else an assignment, they just like ignore it. So basically the whole time we were just like standing around,
Hmm.
like
Crazy,
literally
man.
just like literally we were just like standing around with like everybody else working. I just be like, okay. And we started noticing that. And we kind
Hmm.
of started talking about it amongst ourselves. But back then we were so like intertwined with the Kool-Aid, and we were so drunk
Hmm.
off the indoctrination. We was just kind of like,
Yeah.
it ain't. Maybe we was just imagining this.
Yeah.
How you are when you like when you
Yeah.
mentally in. We mentally in.
Yeah.
You be just
Yeah.
letting
Yeah.
stuff slide.
Yeah. Yeah. Stuff go. Yeah.
But
Exactly. Yeah.
so that was happening a lot. Like they wouldn't even let us work. Like we just be like people,
Hmm.
like everybody be annoying. Like I literally like go up to like the supervisor or the project, whatever, like, man, what you need me to do? Like he'd just be like, well, I'll let you know, and just like walk off. And then he'd give like all the white people and all them jobs. I just be like looking like,
Hmm.
okay,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
what I mean? Like that
yeah.
that used to happen all the time. And then this one white dude. Look, I was at one hall. We was doing a roof on it because in the RBC, I was in everything, man. I was in like five different departments. I couldn't get into all that, but anyway, we was working on one hall, and like this dude out of nowhere came up to me and like accused me of like trying to steal his tablet.
Mm.
Yeah, like
Wow.
this stuff was happening like at the
Hmm.
home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
just
It's
like
crazy. It
crazy
was.
stuff like that was happening like a lot. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
this is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. I remember. It was two brothers, man. They was like they was martial arts. There's one black one and one white one.
Mhm.
So, um, the dude made a joke. You know what I'm saying? But you in the witness, and sometimes you let stuff go because like, oh, these are brothers. You know what I'm saying? We kind of let the brothers slide. Whereas if we see somebody from religion, we like, see, that's what false religion would do. He told this dude, man, I'll beat the black off you if I was still in the war because he was a black belt, other dude was a brown belt. So he like, man,
Right.
they was joking around. He said, man, what have we got? What have we got in the fight? Because we both black. He said, man, I'll beat the black off you. I'm like,
Mhm.
damn. I'm like, man, the subliminal racism that we heard, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn.
Right. I mean that's
Mm,
not surprising to me, man. But
yeah,
like
yeah,
but like I say, that's something that needs to be talked about more
yeah, yeah.
because
Well, I
because
mean,
ra-
but
ra-
it kind of goes both ways, though. I mean, because if you I mean, because
nah, I
you
think I think it's worse on their side.
yeah,
I
but
think
no,
it's
I'm
worse
saying
with
no,
them.
no, I'm saying no, I'm saying that you come just because you come into Kingdom Hall don't mean you change your thoughts about other people. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, a
Right.
racist might come in and he might can how you say he might can deal with different races more it don't mean he got rid of racism, because
Yeah,
racism is a mindset. It's not racism
yeah,
is like a whole belief system mindset. You can't get rid of
right.
that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could a racist could be doggone hurt, and I go help that racist person. That don't mean he don't still
Yeah,
think I'm lesser than him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well,
And you
what's
know,
up? What's up? What's up, TW? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
mm, and even it was some older black woman. They come from that era. She was like, she's born like Martin Luther King, like the 40s, and she be saying stuff about white people also. She still had that like even she came to the meeting, she would still have a side eye towards the white, but like we'd be by ourselves, me and my wife and her, and she'd be going
Yeah,
off about these white people. So I'm like, that's what I'm saying when it goes both ways. It's like when you come in the hall, you still have your thinking about certain people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
mean, that's I hear you, and that's true. But at the same time, my argument for that to the Jehovah Witnesses is this: y'all claim to have Jehovah's Holy Spirit, and y'all
Mm-hmm.
claim to have made y'all mind over, and can't you supposed to have Jehovah Holy Spirit. Jehovah Holy Spirit is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So if you truly had Jehovah's Holy Spirit, racism ain't one of the nine fruits of the spirit, is it?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you look at the
You
Bible,
don't,
though, Jew. Well, I mean,
right?
but think about this. Think about this though. If you look at
Yeah,
the Bible, didn't the Jews think they were better than every other race?
yeah,
So racism is all soaked up in the Bible. You really look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much
yeah.
it's all
But
up in there.
did
You know
the
what I'm saying?
Jews? Did the Jews have Jehovah's Holy Spirit? No.
Yeah, that's what I'm
they
saying. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
they didn't have that. That's why they thought they was better than everybody. That's my point.
uh yeah.
So that's just a sign right there that this it's no spirit there. It's a spirit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a being at the hall ain't no different than being in what they call the world, man. Let's just be real.
Exactly. Exactly.
The Kingdom Hall ain't nothing but a bunch of cliques
Mm-hmm.
and none but a bunch of yes men.
Yeah.
That's all
Exactly.
it is. And yes,
Mm-hmm.
some of them are racist. So that's all I'm gonna say
Uh-huh.
about that. That's all it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. There's nothing different from the world, man. The only thing different is
Right.
that we don't think for ourselves. The world thinks for themselves. Well, not, quite. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Especially I mean, some people in the world don't think for themselves.
Mhm.
A lot of people don't. The
The
only
only
thing different is
difference,
we yeah. Only thing different we wore a suit on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We knock
yeah.
on people's doors. We don't know.
The only difference is that y'all don't celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it.
Other than that, y'all ain't no different than
Yeah,
nobody
ain't no
else.
different from the world. Yeah, yeah. Ain't no different from anything else, man. You know
Right.
what I'm
So
saying? Yeah.
don't get caught up in that hype. But anyway, um, I was just gonna touch on a little bit more that I'm gonna say this, man, a little funny point. It's a lot of Kingdom Halls
Never
where
said book
it's
club.
women. It's a lot of Kingdom Halls where where it's sisters, it's women carrying the mics and doing the sound.
Mm-hmm. In high heels?
That's all.
Wait, in high heels?
Man, probably 9 inch heels, man.
Damn, I know they didn't like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know they
yep.
didn't like that, man. Yeah.
It's so bad. It's so bad that some halls where sisters carrying the mic and doing the sound. Like
Mm-hmm.
next you know, Watchtower gonna have some new light where they can say, "Oh, no, Jehovah said sisters could be elders now."
Yeah, 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 yeah. Cause I remember I was listening to it was a preacher or something. Some preachers, I forgot what it was, but he said, why do you like the wives coming? He said because normally when wives come, they bring their husband. Wait. I think I got it wrong. Do the wives bring her? No, he said we want the man to come because man usually bring the man
The
usually bring the
family,
family in,
right? The
while
family,
women don't typically bring the family in. You know what I'm
right?
saying? So yeah, a lot of times if the man's not come, the woman's not gonna really the woman will be there. You know what I'm saying? But once the man leave, you know what I'm saying? It's like the family thing doesn't really follow in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Sometimes the woman be there by herself.
right. Marvin Taylor, that's true. The Watchtower is okay with the use of medical marijuana. Like if you use medical marijuana, they won't like reprove you or nothing.
Hey, you know what? You know what's funny about that? Let me tell you a story. What's funny about it? My wife has a cousin.
Uh,
She's baptized, but she doesn't go. She doesn't go no more.
okay,
And she has I think a Facebook or Instagram, and she was on there smoking weed. So
okay.
the elders called her and said, "Hey, sister, we just want to come see how you are and invite you back to the hall, but we seen you smoking weed." And she said,
Right.
"Yeah." So I guess they thought she was gonna be scared and said, "Well, that wasn't me." You know, sometimes the elders come, you had this scary thing where you back down like a dog with his tail between his legs.
Yeah.
So she didn't back down. She said, "Yeah, I was." And so the elder said, "Oh well, ain't nothing wrong with smoking a little weed from time to time." You know what I'm saying? Even
Right.
the elders admit that.
Right.
It's even another lady who she due to she has a disability that she needs to she has to smoke it for it. And so
Hmm.
the elder said, well, we got to call Bethel and see if this is all right. They had
Right.
to call Bethel. You know what I'm saying? These are
Right.
elders who studied the Bible. They qualified, but they got to call Bethel and see. And Bethel told them that yes, she can
Yeah.
smoke it if it's prescribed by a doctor.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw that. Marvin Taylor. No, no, no black people in heaven in those pictures. Let me tell you a story, Marvin Taylor. I remember when I was younger. When I was younger, and these were Jehovah's Witnesses. When I was younger, I remember it was a white man and his white wife. These were Jehovah's Witnesses too.
Hmm.
They came up to me at the hall. This happened at the hall in the Kingdom Hall parking lot, where it's supposed to be all this Holy Spirit and all this holy stuff. And they told me to my face that it is not going to be that many black people in paradise because
Wow.
black people. No, they told me this to my face, and I'll never forget that. I
What was
remember they, I
what
remember
was
their
he? What was
face and
he?
everything. Huh?
What was he? Was he black?
They was white.
Uh,
Listen to what I'm telling you. They told me to my face when I was young that it is not going to be that many black people in paradise because he said black people do most of the crime, and he said black people do like all the crime and they do all the bad stuff. So he said it ain't gonna be that many of you black people in paradise. He told me that to my
uh,
face, and he
that's
wasn't
crazy.
playing. He wasn't smiling. It wasn't no. I'm just
Hmm.
playing, man. How you doing? He was
Wow.
like dead. He was like dead absolutely serious.
Well,
I I
that's probably
never I never forget that. I'll never forget that.
that's probably why he wanted to be a Joe Witness so he could be in a world without
Right.
no black people. Yeah.
But see that's what I'm saying. That's why I brought it up. I'm saying
Hmm.
racism in an organization. That's something that needs to be talked about more. Because it seemed
Hmm.
like people to me it seemed like people like kind of like I don't want to say shy away from it, but to me it seemed like it's kind of like taboo. Like people be like, if you bring it up, people be like, oh, they try to like, saying like change the
Hmm.
subject and try to run from it.
Well, I mean,
Right,
that's even today you spoke about racism. A lot of people don't
right.
believe. A lot of people believe racism ceased when Abraham Lincoln did the Emancipation Proclamation. That's how ignorant some people are. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's how ignorant some people are. They think racism is this. I mean, racism,
Yeah.
it's again, it's a mindset. I mean, Abraham Lincoln was racist, even though he freed the slaves, he's still racist. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah. So
Why did Jehovah create weed and they use it for medical problems for 12,000 years? Well, I don't smoke weed. I'm not a weed advocate. So there ain't no scripture in the Bible that say you can't smoke weed. So I ain't finna judge somebody if they smoking weed. I'm just not. I mean, the Bible
mhm.
don't say you can't do it.
But they talk about the pharmakeia and stuff that but that could go to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it go to anything.
I
Uh,
mean, that's I don't. I mean, I don't think it don't say nothing right there about weed though.
well, I think the pharmakeia was when you get high and stuff. I think that was the whole thing.
I
But I
mean,
mean, but
you can get
that's you.
high. You can get high off a lot of stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
weed
yeah,
ain't the
yeah.
only thing that
Exactly.
weed ain't the only
E-
thing you can get high off of. You can get high off a lot of
Exactly.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But
Right.
that's what
So
that's the
yeah,
principle they use as far as why we couldn't
yeah,
do it. You know what I'm saying? You know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
I hear what you're saying.
yeah.
When Sparlock jaw dropper when C.T. Russell showed his 8 hour photo drama creation in 1912, it was segregated. You know what? Do you know a lot of people don't even know that they
Hmm.
made all the black people sit like in a separate room, or they made all the blacks like sit like way like in the upper deck, like in the upstairs part,
Hmm. Yeah,
because the white people would complain that they didn't want to sit around black people.
kind of like Trump conventions, right? Don't black people sit in a certain section of Trump convention? Anyway,
Mhm.
yeah.
I don't know. I never been to one. I don't know.
Yeah. TW said many JWs are straight up alcohol. Well, yeah, I mean you got to though. I mean, because I'll tell you, man. Like when I used to go to Kingdom Hall Thursday night, cause I'm coming from work, so my coming from work, yo stress level was already high, and you're going straight to Kingdom Hall. I had to go to the liquor store after the meeting to make sure
Oh,
to
bro,
calm down. You know what I'm saying? And the liquor store out here closed early because I was in like I
bro,
wouldn't say a good neighborhood,
bro.
but I wasn't in the hood.
Let me tell you, bro. When I was going to the hall as an elder, I was so stressed out. I was been in the liquor store after the meeting, looking like Tony Morris.
Damn,
I'm
it's
telling
crazy,
you,
man.
dude.
Yeah,
I was being liquor store. I was being in the meeting at the liquor store with like 12 bottles of Hennessy and a Grey Goose.
ooh shit, yeah. 12, dang.
I was being up in
Hennessy,
that
he
Tony
said,
Morris
yeah,
stuff.
he said the black liquor, man. He said I go for light, but he said the black liquor.
Man,
And
shoot, I drink.
you tell, but yeah, Tony Morris, man. I'm just like, man, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I can't, somebody brought said, I can't talk about Tony Morris because they see me sitting on the dog on camera drinking a whole bottle. But shoot, hey, man, that's one bottle, like that's not even a whole bottle. You know what I'm saying? That's not even a whole bottle, man. And I sip it. Yeah,
Man,
that's crazy, man. Yeah, but I mean,
man,
any even if they're not alcoholics, they still taking prescription drugs. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of witnesses on prescription drugs, man. For heart
mhm.
issues and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I
just
mean,
crazy for us to be.
it's an
Go,
exhausting lifestyle. Being a Jehovah's Witness is an exhausting lifestyle, man.
yeah, but we supposed
Like
to
I
be a
seen
happy
people,
people.
man, I
But we
seen
supposed to be
people
a
go
happy people.
crazy. Nah, they're
Oh
not
yeah,
happy,
I
bro.
know. Yeah, I know somebody had a nervous breakdown. I know a witness had a
Oh, I
nervous
know
breakdown.
many. I know
Yeah,
many.
yeah,
I know many brothers that literally like went crazy
yeah. But we
because
supposed to be the
they
happy
was
people.
doing too much. They
Okay,
was
but we
doing
supposed to
too
be the happy
much.
people.
They
What
not
if
happy,
we
bro.
okay, but I'm saying that if we supposed to be the happy people, how are you a alcoholic? How are you taking prescription drug? How you got heart medicine, nervous breakdown? We the happy people. What does sad people look like? They look like the
Man,
doggone world. They look like the
man,
doggone world that the witness is talking about. That's what sad people look like. People who are free to think and do what they want to do. People who spend time with their family even when we don't agree.
man,
That's what sad
Jumanji,
people look like.
Jumanji. I seen brothers so exhausted. I seen brothers so exhausted they pass out on the platform giving a talk. I seen that happen.
Damn.
No, I seen that happen a few times. Not I seen that happen at
Damn.
least 3 or 4 times. I mean,
Damn.
there's one brother,
What was their
huh?
last word? What was their last word on stage? Jehovah?
I'm about to pass out. Like one man said that he was like
Oh
filled,
God,
and I
no.
was just like, man, that
Damn.
scared everybody so bad. Nah, one brother,
Yeah, I would.
at one of the halls I went to, one of our, but see, this is what I'm saying, man. I'm not. Hear me out. I'm not
Hey,
trying
what's
to
going
make
on,
fun of
Anna
them.
Twink? I ain't seen you in a while. Yeah.
I'm not trying to make fun of them or poke fun at these brothers because I
Mm-hmm.
felt thinking back, I felt bad for them because like I was saying,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they were so exhausted because they were doing too much. Like I said, the watchtower is an exhausting lifestyle.
Exactly. It
These
is,
men,
man.
elders, they got a job, they got a family to take care of. They got to go on a service. Some of them in charge of grooves. They got to get Sunday talks. They doing all this. They up there on stage on the Sunday talk. The brother come up there and pass out and fall out. So I'm just like,
Exactly.
you see what I mean? This is too
Yeah.
exhausting, man. I seen a brother one of one hall I was at. One hall I used to go to the Kobe. They call him the quartet by the elders now. He was a quartet by the elders doing all this other stuff. He was up there
Mm-hmm.
doing the watchtower on Sunday and passed out. And this man
Damn.
fell out doing the watchtower. I think
Oh.
he made it to the end though. He
Oh,
made
okay.
he made it to like the 17th paragraph. Then he just fell out.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hey,
man,
hey, damn. Hey, could you imagine?
he at least could have made it to the questions, for
Hey,
review questions.
hey, could you imagine somebody praying and they fall out and you got your eyes closed? You like the dude stop. Could you imagine that shit?
Right? I'll be like, what are you? I'll be like, what are you doing? Speaking in tongues up there or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, yeah. Like Joe was speaking tongue now.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, but no,
Shit.
I brought that up to say this, man. That's my point. It's awesome. Like I said, I seen brothers so tired they literally passing out on the stage, like
Mm-hmm.
ambulances coming in there putting them on stretchers. I'm like, man,
Mm-hmm.
this brother dead. Y'all, the
Yeah,
Jehovah done
yeah.
killed this brother with stuff.
Yeah, Joe.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. Cause I mean,
I
I mean,
seen that happen a lot.
yeah, but think about the schedule though. I mean, it's a schedule
Hmm.
also because you usually go 3 meetings a week. Like you go to book study, You go to
Yeah.
field service, especially a pioneer. That's how I didn't understand how they do the pioneer. Like you going out, I can kind of guess because a lot of pioneers were cheating on their hours. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if you really sincere, trying to do 70 hours a month and then go to
Uh-huh.
3 meetings a week, and then you
Yeah.
try to study for your watchtower, that's exhausting, man. If not physically, mentally. You know what I'm saying? Mentally
Hmm.
exhausting. And then they got it so much in you that your whole mindset is, I gotta convert everybody I meet. If I let somebody walk by me and then talk to them and then say, hey, how you doing? And then
Yeah.
they say, hey, how you doing? And then I say, hey, how you doing? And then they say, hey, how you doing?
Hello?
And then I say, hey, how you doing? And then they say, hey, how you doing?
You still there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. Yeah,
Oh,
my,
okay.
my
The
internet.
sound went out or something. Something happened.
Oh, okay. What was the last thing
Uh-huh.
I said? What was the last thing I said?
Oh man, I don't know. Just
Okay,
start
well,
back
I'm saying
over.
that think about the mental anxiety that you let somebody think about the mental anxiety you let somebody pass by you because they have you so caught up that I got to witness to everybody I meet. If I don't witness this
Right.
person, I could be blood guilty. So think about the mental anxiety you have that you seen somebody walk down the street and you miss your opportunity to witness to
Well, I never had no anxiety about that. Cause honestly,
them. You
I'm gonna
never
be
had
real
anxiety
with you,
about
man.
being blood guilty? You never had anxiety about being blood
Nah,
guilty? Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I always hated field service.
mm,
Even when I was
okay.
pioneering, I hated it, and I kind of
Oh,
thought it
okay.
was dumb. Cause see, I
Oh,
was
okay.
always somebody. Honestly, man, I didn't really think as critically as I do now
Yeah,
back then. Otherwise, I would have left a
yeah,
long time ago.
yeah. What?
But
Yeah, that's what I'm
like,
saying. Anna Trink know what I'm talking about. It's like
yeah, but
yeah,
like I
you
was
have a
like,
mindset that you got to talk to everybody you meet because you don't want them to miss out on an opportunity. Yeah, but go ahead.
I was actually glad when it came out with those cards. I was like, man, shoot, I can stay up here on my phone on ESPN. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Standing next to this car
Yeah.
on the
Hey, did
real.
you ever did the card? You did the card?
Yeah, I did. I've been doing the cards
Okay.
since 2015.
I heard you had to pay for those. You had to pay for those?
Nah, you
No.
had to pay.
Oh.
Like the way it was, yeah, that like the whole congregation paid for it. Like they had like a
Oh.
donation
Okay.
everybody put in for it. You'd have to pay for it like
Oh
individually
man, come on.
monthly.
How much it cost? 'Cause I can go to Home Depot and get one of them right now. Like I got, you know what I'm saying? How much
I
that thing
think
cost?
I think one of them cards was like $50 or something like that. It ain't
Ah,
like
man, $50, man. You get one of them.
it ain't nothing but a piece of plastic with some wheels
Yeah,
on it.
yeah. It's a doggone hand truck. It's
It
a
ain't like it was something extravagant or nothing.
yeah, no, it's just a hand truck with a billboard on it. They charging y'all extra stuff for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So did anybody? Do you ever get a study off that thing? The cart?
nah,
Yeah, I
man,
didn't
no,
think
I ain't
so,
never
man.
get
Yeah, I
nothing
didn't
off
think
of that,
so.
man.
Yeah,
I ain't
I
never
don't
get
see
nothing off of that.
I didn't see the reason for that as far as a court. Like, I mean, okay, I could put that court in front of my house, but I didn't see that as I'm counting time sitting out here enjoying the breeze, and I'm counting
Yeah,
time. I'm talking nobody. I can count 5 hours. I ain't talked to nobody for 10 minutes. How you counting time doing that?
exactly.
Yeah.
Like the only dude I knew who got a Bible study, he got a Bible study from this gay man that was just trying to flirt with him. Like for real. Like I mean I'm not no I'm not even look I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yeah.
The only dude I ever see get a Bible study, it was this gay man who like was trying to like flirt with him and gave him his number, and he started studying with the guy, and the guy started
Oh
pressing like,
shit.
man, I'm interested in you, and he was like, he freaked out. That's the only thing I seen with a study anything. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, no,
This dude
I
was
could
getting
imagine it,
roasted.
but
Dude
I
was
could
getting
imagine that.
roasted, man, at the hall. Dude used to get roasted at the hall for that story, man.
Yeah, yeah. That's something you don't tell nobody.
Right.
You take that to your
Like,
grave, man. Like
dude used to get
if they
roasted at
ask
like
you,
the convention for that.
yeah, you ask them, why you turned that study over because you know what I'm saying. He knew the stance on homosexuality. He didn't want to change. I never tell him no gay man hit on me. I'm like, yeah, all
Right,
right, no
like
gay
man,
man hit on
he went
me,
over
man.
dude crib. He went over dude crib for the study. Dude came outside with like some heels on and like some lipstick and
Damn.
stuff.
Oh shit. Damn, he came out looking like Holiday Heart. He was in there
Nah,
like
I'm just
Holiday
joking,
Heart.
man. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just being silly with
Yeah,
that. That
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
happen,
yeah,
but the rest of it
yeah. I
did happen.
got you. Yeah, I got you, man.
Right?
But shit, damn. Yeah, no, that be happening though sometimes. Like some people they do start studies because they want to date. Like you know what I'm saying, they want to date the other person. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, I never heard a gay experience like that.
Oh God.
Yeah, but yeah, that
Yeah.
yeah that car thing that was a I don't know what they thought they was doing with that. That
Yeah.
to me that's just yeah to me that's silly. And it's funny because that's a privilege you got to qualify for. No average Joe could be a court person, right? Am I
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, when they first started doing it, when it first came out, when it was new back in like 2014, in order to do it,
Hmm.
I think you had to actually be a pioneer to even do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to be like a pioneer or something to
You
do
have to be
that.
like a pioneer to do it. But see, they changed it. But like down the road,
Okay.
then they made it with like anybody and anybody
Oh,
that's like
okay.
not the fellowship. Like long as you're in this fellowship, you better do it. They changed it down the road.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
cause
but
yeah.
mhm,
Well, I mean that's the easy way to be a pioneer. Just push that card out
yeah.
there. Yeah, in front of a
That's all
library
I
or
did,
something.
bro. I didn't go door to
Yeah.
door no more. Like when I was getting ready to wake up, I wasn't trying to go door to door. I was like, man, I stand out here by this car thing. And like I said, I guess like be on. But see, here's the thing though, man. If you're gonna do that, you gotta know who to work with. Like I always
Hmm.
worked with this other cool brother who didn't care about it either. So we
Hmm.
both was just standing there like on our phone, just like kicking it.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying?
crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Like
crazy.
we like you gotta know who to work with when you're waking up. You can't work with
Yeah,
like some
yeah,
elder that's like
yeah,
still in.
yeah,
You
yeah,
gonna be like, man, brother,
yeah, yeah.
just be
You
on
got.
your phone. I rebuke you. You know
Yeah,
what
you say
I
I'm look.
mean?
No, you just say I'm looking up jw.org. Just say I'm on jw.org. Yeah,
Right,
crazy
right.
man.
But see, I
Yeah,
want to talk a little bit more, real quick, about a lot of these halls. Just to summarize, a lot of these halls are closing because there's no men there, and it takes
hmm
men to be elders and minister serving. So without men
hmm
there, who's gonna take the lead? If you got a
yeah,
hall that's nothing but 80-year-old sisters,
hmm
they're gonna have to consolidate and sell that hall. So that's why so many halls
hmm
being sold because ain't no men there. And then if you
yeah,
look too, most of the publishers they mostly old, and their kids
hmm
been stopped going. Their kids been to
yeah,
fellowship. Their kids been left, so it's no growth from the preaching on top of that. So put that
hmm
all together. People are dying out. The old friends are dying. There's no men there. You
hmm
know, like I'm gonna talk about my last congregation. The last congregation I was in, it was like the average age of the people in there was like 70 to like 80 something. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? They was like real.
yeah,
They was like real old. They was real
yeah,
like real old. And
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
I used to look around the hall and I tell myself I'm like man when they die ain't nobody here. This gonna be an empty building.
yeah,
It might be
empty,
like
yeah.
unless they sell it, they probably be like four people sitting up in there.
Yeah,
I
yeah, and I
mean,
think, and this day and age, man, I think
yeah,
Internet was Jehovah's Witness' worst enemy, man. Like the
it was.
explosion of that, because a lot of people, man, especially this time right now when you quarantine, I'm pretty sure a lot
Yeah,
of witnesses are going on all different type of website they wasn't supposed to be on. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Internet messed that whole thing up. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you had to go to the library or something to get your information. Today, you got your phone. You put your whole witness. Ain't just JW or coming on, man. It's all type of stuff coming on there.
Well,
You know?
anybody here that's waking up or wanting to wake up, go to jwfacts.com.
Yeah.
Go to
Yeah.
jwfacts.com. That has the whole true history of the Watchtower. It has all they failed prediction. It has all the new light, aka the changes from predictions and prophecies that didn't come true. They call new light when they change a prediction that didn't come true to something else. That's what new light is
Hmm.
to them. So it has all the new light that they had throughout their whole history. All that's on jwfacts.com. Now,
Hmm.
here I'm gonna just talk about this real quick, then we'll move on because time is moving. But
Yeah, it is,
just
man. Damn.
to close out the topic about
Oh,
the future.
hold on. Before you move
Mhm.
on too, also, do you ever look at 'cause I remember I was a witness too.
Uh-huh.
It might not be too big, but I think avoidjw.org. They have all the old publications on there. I mean,
Yeah,
all the kingdom, the letters from the elder stuff. That's a good website too. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That you can look up old, because I know a lot of old magazines you can't find if you wanted to like proofread something.
yeah.
Look up avoid that too. You know. Yeah, but go ahead, man.
Yeah, I have I have looked at the boy JW many times and read all the old. That's why I was able to read all them old books and all those elder letters and stuff and all that. But
Yeah.
here's what's gonna happen in the near future to the witnesses that's still in. I'm gonna tell y'all future because I see it already. Very soon, very soon, the organization is gonna say the preaching work is done. And what they're gonna say after they
Hmm.
say the preaching work is done, they're gonna say, "Oh, the message it got to change now. The message is gonna change from a message of good news about God's kingdom to a message of judgment. So, therefore, it'll be no more need for literature because you don't need literature just to tell somebody they're gonna die. So they're gonna use that. They're gonna say the preaching work is done and the message is changing. Once they say that, they're gonna stop printing all literature. Ain't gonna be no more Watch on the Wake. Ain't gonna be no more books. They're gonna stop printing all that. And the only
So
thing is for this reason,
so you believe there
they're
won't
gonna
be no
do
door
that.
to door?
Huh?
Are they? Are you saying there'll
No,
be no door to door?
no, they're still gonna be probably doing that and still like standing around somewhere in the subway.
But how
But
they gonna go to
you
somebody?
know what
How
I'm
they gonna
saying?
go to somebody's
Hmm?
door? How would they go to somebody's door and say you're gonna die? Like you knock on somebody's door and say you're gonna die. How are you gonna do
Man,
that?
trust
Somebody, you
me,
go to
you
somebody,
must.
you go to the wrong door, man. You gonna be man, you gonna
Monkey.
wish you had never knocked on that door. You know what
You
I'm
got
saying?
to understand. You got to understand how deep the indoctrination for people that believe this is, Jumangi. Some people believe. Some people believe that it's angels flying around over their head, direct protecting them in field service. Like some people literally believe it's like angels like flying around while they out in field service, like
Okay, but
watching over them.
okay, but I'm gonna knock on somebody's door and they answer, "You gonna die. You gonna die." I mean, somebody gonna look that crazy to go to somebody's door. Man, somebody pull a gun on you. You get the hell off my property, man.
I mean, they like I say, some people are so deeply indoctrinated. I guess they're probably thinking, man, well, the angels out here with us. Let's go tell these people they're gonna die. The angels out there with us too.
Hmm.
They out there flying around with us. Trust me, some
Hmm.
people actually they actually believe that.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
see,
I
they
don't. To
mhm,
me, and you know, it's just this is my thing.
yeah,
I think the main thing that's going to happen is that the as you said, it's going to become more of an internet religion and less focused on meetings. I think that we'll have like the
uh-huh.
conventions. We'll have the conventions and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they're gonna
I think
they
daughter,
ain't they're not never gonna get rid of that. They
yeah,
need
yeah,
that because that's how
yeah,
they get
yeah,
money.
yeah. But I don't think they gonna. I don't think they gonna go to people's doors saying you're gonna die. I think I think still gonna preach. You know what I'm saying? But the majority of people that's gonna come in is the witness have kids, and witness to be having hella kids. So you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like witness, I think that's the majority of the growth gonna come from.
Yeah, but they don't. But yeah, but they don't stay though. I mean, the organization is not the
Hmm.
organization is not this organization is not growing. It's losing members.
Hey, TW said, show them your iPad. Hey, you gonna pull your iPad out? Somebody gonna snatch it and close the door.
I mean, so they still gonna be going on the field. So because one thing
Yeah, yeah.
you gotta understand this about the Watchtower. They claim to be a they claim to be a charity, but they don't
Hmm.
do nothing. They don't
Yeah,
do
yeah.
nothing. But what they
Hmm.
do, they say that their charity is the preaching work. So
Yeah,
here's the thing:
that's part of
they're
their
not gonna
charter,
stop
actually.
doing that. They
Yeah, that's
not
part of their
they
charter.
right right.
Yeah,
Like
yes.
I
So
think
you
it's
have to,
called
yeah,
a 503c1 organization.
yeah, they have a charter. I think, yeah, we did a video on that like a couple of months ago,
Yeah,
me and Penny, and they have in their charter they have to show that they're
they
improving
got to
lives and
keep
stuff like that.
preaching, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah. So they
see,
have to do that.
but see, here's the thing: other organizations, other religious organizations like churches and other organizations that are 503c1 or
Hmm.
tax exempt, and people that get benefits from the government, they have what's called charities. What
Hmm.
they have like the Salvation Army. That's a
Exactly.
charity. Or
Exactly.
they're like, man, look, y'all. We out here feeding the poor and feeding like the and feeding the heroin and crackheads over here in this tent. That's how we do
Hmm.
our charity at the Zion
Yeah.
Mount Bishop Baptist Church.
Hmm.
That's our charity.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I
Yeah. They have. Yeah.
and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. It's good to help people. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with
Exactly.
that. But see,
Yeah.
when it comes to the Watchtower, their version of charity, oh, we do 2 billion hours a year preaching. That's our
Hmm.
charity. They
Yeah.
claim that is their charity. That's
Yeah.
why
We
this
change
organization
lives.
they're not never gonna stop preaching because that's what they say is
Yeah.
their charity.
Yeah. We change lives. We put on new personality. That's their charity, man. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what
I'm gonna put the
happened?
link.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead, Keith. I'm gonna put the link in for anybody in there if you want to chime in and ask questions. I'm gonna put the link in. Um, just click on that link. You ain't got to show the thing, but we probably stay over for a little bit longer. But yeah, anybody want to come in and ask 55 questions, man? You invite. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Okay, go ahead, 55.
Yeah. And once they say the preaching work is done and the message is changed into a message of judgment, they're gonna start saying, "Oh, the end is gonna happen soon," and blah 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 blah. So the end
Mm-hmm.
closed, the preaching work is done, blah 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 blah. But that's really just gonna be a scheme to save money, from not needing to print literature. They're gonna shut all them presses down. They're probably gonna sell them. They're probably gonna sell all them big old expensive machines that make books. They're gonna sell all
Mm-hmm.
that stuff to some other company. They're gonna sell all that translation. They're gonna sell all them translation programs. They're gonna sell all that stuff at Bethel, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, the world finna end." And that's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like one of their final desperate attempts to keep people there and to keep that
Yeah.
fear and that control.
Yeah.
And of course, we know that they're building that movie. We know they're building that movie studio. I talked about that last time. That they're building that big movie studio out
Mm-hmm.
there by Patterson. And what they're gonna do, like I said, that they're gonna keep selling all the Kingdom Halls. They're gonna stop making literature, and they're just gonna like run the organization from Warwick, and they're gonna run it from that movie studio, and they're gonna just
Mm-hmm.
start producing a whole bunch of like crazy Armageddon, Great Tribulation movies that they was doing
Yeah.
4 years ago, like showing people like in the basement with like the army like busting through the wall with AKs and like machetes finna chop them up. They're gonna be showing movies like to instill fear and like anxiety to keep you like in your seat. So they're gonna be coming out. They're gonna be coming out with movies probably like showing like Abraham and Moses eating a Big Mac or something crazy. They're gonna start coming out with like some outlandish like crazy videos. You know what I'm saying? Like to keep you
Mm-hmm.
there. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're gonna be showing the like
Yeah.
they're gonna become. See, they're doing this for a reason. Like they got a
Yeah.
plan. They're building
But I
that
mean,
movie studio
but
to finna start making movies. Yeah,
how much more? I mean, even the quality of the movies they make now is not too bad. Why they spending more to make? I mean, what more can they do? You know what I'm saying? The quality they videos make now is not too bad. I would have to admit they make some studio quality movies. All those
yeah,
things. Yeah.
they
So why
do
did you
that.
make a bigger one?
Right, because that's just going. They're making a big one because that's gonna be the only thing they focus on.
Mm,
They're just gonna focus on that and until they just abandon everybody and go hide in Hawaii somewhere.
that's crazy. So after
Right.
Armageddon, what they gonna do with that movie theater? Like Jehovah gonna destroy that movie theater? You know what I'm saying? That doggone
I mean,
studio.
I don't believe in none of their prophecies anyway.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that if you thinking as a witness, they finna
Oh
make this
yeah,
thing, and the war's about to end. Y'all making a doggone studio thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Tyler Perry let y'all use his thing, man. Go
Right.
ask Tyler Perry let y'all use his thing,
Well,
man. Y'all gonna waste money on
obviously they
that. You know what I'm saying?
show. I mean, obviously, this shows that the Watchtower don't believe the end is near. If they believe the end
Exactly.
was so close as they kept saying over the years, they wouldn't be building this movie thing. 'Cause they said
Exactly.
they said it's not going to be complete until 2026. But I'm
Mm.
like, I thought the world was supposed to end next year. What are y'all talking
Yeah. Yeah.
about?
Exactly. Yeah.
This
Exactly.
don't make sense.
Yeah.
It
Yeah. I'm just
don't.
looking at
But
these people.
moving on. I just want to give advice for those.
From my damn house.
Just 3 points. I just want to give advice for those that are waking up, or for those that have woke up. The advice I would give to those that have woke up, I would say that one of the most important things is study the Bible on your own. Study the Bible without JW.org. You know, and don't use the New World Translation Bible. 'Cause that Bible is that's not a translation. That's like a mutilation. I would call that a mutilation, not a translation of the Bible. And I mean,
Hmm.
most of us already know that. So I would say don't use the New World Translation Bible unless you're using it to compare it to other Bibles and see how false it is. My next
Hmm.
point, I would say thoroughly research any religion that you're interested in before you try to join it. I'm gonna repeat that. This is very important. Thoroughly research any religion you might be interested in before you join it, because some religions believe in speaking in tongues. Some religions support homosexuality. Some religions believe in healing, etc, etc. You know,
Hmm.
so just be careful what you're getting into next. I mean, you don't want to leave one situation and end up in a worse situation. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to jump out the fire. How they
Right,
said, skillet into the dog on fire. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And
You don't want
it's
to.
pretty, yeah, pretty much all the same. Though I mean, every religion is pretty much all the same.
Yeah,
You live in the vision of a individual that has died, and
yeah.
he thought he was more truthful than his teacher. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was taught by somebody, and they at the while they thought they had more information or more clarity than the one who taught them. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you could join any religion you want to, but just don't hinge on other people's rights. You know what I'm saying? You could believe anything you want to, but to hinge on other people's right, that's when religion gets irritating. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And TW said he been out 30 years and I joined no organized religion. Yeah, TW, that was my next point actually, TW. I was gonna say,
Hmm.
TW, you don't have to be involved with an organization. That's just a lie that the
Yeah.
Watchtower used. The Watchtower used that to control you. Say, oh, you got to be part of an organization. You do it, Joe. No, that's a lie. You don't have to be
Hmm.
part of an organization. You can use your talents. Use your own talents to serve God.
Hmm.
Look at the Bible say. The Bible say, look at the widows and orphans.
Hmm.
Take care of the sick, feed the poor. The Bible say that, but it don't say you got to be part of an organization to do that. You can do that on your own. You can use your own talent and what you had to serve God. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Adam and Eve
Mhm.
wasn't part of no organization.
Right.
Adam and Eve was not part of anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
You
then the
last person on earth.
men. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm saying yeah. I mean yeah, religion as yeah. Anna Twink said religion's BS. All religions be BS. It's a hustle. You know what I'm saying? Everything,
Right.
all this stuff. I mean, if you got to tell me what if okay, if God is not partial according to the Bible, why did he give only certain people this information? Why he's not talking to me? You know what I'm saying? Why do I need to go to a religion? Like, okay, God's not partial, but he's not ringing my phone. Somehow is he only talking to this preacher up here? He's only giving him insight. So if God's not partial, then why don't he talk to everybody the same? Why these people have certain knowledge that I don't? You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
religion try to indoctrinate in you that only certain people has the information. You have to go to them to get that. You know what I'm saying? That's not a partial God to me. You know?
Right. Well, most religions that I studied so far, I don't really see a point in getting into them anyway. To be honest with you, because like I
Hmm.
say, most churches out here believe in speaking in tongues, but the
Hmm.
Bible say that once the apostles died, it wouldn't be them more speaking in tongues. And also the Bible say that if you speaking in tongues is for an unbeliever to get them to come into the truth, not to just be speaking
Hmm.
in tongues, like basically to prove that you got Holy Spirit. Paul said that
Hmm.
the gift of speaking in tongues is for the unbelievers to hear you speaking in tongues and come into the truth. And see, he also said that if you're speaking in tongues, you got to have somebody to translate it so other people around know what's being said. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of confusion. So, like the churches that speak in tongues, I wouldn't join one of them because I'm like, y'all going against everything the Apostle Paul said.
Hmm.
So I'm like, that don't make like how y'all doing that? That don't make sense. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? And like
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
said, I'm not a hater of homosexuals or trying to bash homosexuals. But like I said, I'm somebody that follow. I do believe in the Bible still, and the Bible say
Hmm.
that that's wrong. But the Bible also say that regular fornication is wrong. The Bible also say that killing people is wrong. The Bible also
Hmm.
say that Being a drunk is wrong. So you see my point. I follow what the Bible says is a serious sin. That's all I'm saying. So you got to be careful too. You know, do your homework because you don't want to end
Hmm.
up in a religion. You getting all up into it and you finding out, oh yeah, oh it's okay. Homosexuality is okay. Matter of fact, our
Hmm.
pastor gay. You up here look up this man up there walking around with a man kissing him, and you like, oh
Hmm.
Lord, what am I got? Now you up there baptized into that, and you like,
Yeah,
okay, I
yeah.
done. You know what I mean? I done got into another mess. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Do your research. Don't just run jump up on
Uh-huh.
something because you left,
It,
a cult. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly. And and one thing I found out in life though too, also, the pastor that speaks most against homosexuality, a lot of times is homosexual himself. So you
All the
also gotta look
time.
at what these people talking about. Look at what these people talking about because that'll let you know, man. You know what I'm saying? If a pastor's
Yeah,
always talking about forgiving sin, if a pastor's
yeah,
only message is about forgiving sin, that nigga got some sin he need to be forgiven. He knows. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta listen to it. But the
man.
whole
Look,
thing is, if God is my father, I don't need to go to any other person to
man.
get
The
that.
the
You know what I'm
the, the
saying? And some people,
pastor. Go ahead. Go. I'm
yeah, no,
sorry.
I'm saying some people, Watchtower has spoon fed us
Yeah,
and breastfed us so long that even when
yeah.
people come out, they still need somebody to do that. You kind of feel like an
Right,
orphan that's left outside. That, oh my God, I can't do anything on my own. Somebody has to
right,
spoon feed me. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Exactly.
But yeah, but I think even the Bible says when I was a child, I thought as a child, but now I'm an adult, I throw those childish things away. The childish
Right,
things is thinking that somebody else has to give you knowledge, man. We live in the information age. You can learn. You know what I'm saying? It
right.
just takes
Like the
it just takes
pastor.
effort.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
uh the church pastor who every Sunday his sermon is against gay people. That's the same
Hmm.
pastor that's gonna be caught buying like an 18-year-old dude
Exactly.
a Camaro or a Corvette that he was like sleeping with.
Hmm. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, what's
them,
that?
them,
I
them be
forgot
the
that. I
main
forgot.
ones that be gay. The one up there talking the most about homosexuals be the main one that low key be gay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Uh,
what's that pastor died of AIDS? I forgot his name.
Eddie Long.
Doggone. Yeah, Manny Long. Yeah, Manny Long. Anybody who got Long in their name, stay away from everybody Long in their name, man. Like your last name ain't
Right.
Long, dude. Get away from me with that
Most of
Long. I
his
don't know.
most of his sermons was like bashing gay people. And like I say,
Hmm.
dude got found somewhere in Africa with like a 17-year-old boy that he was buying like Corvettes and
Man,
stuff over or
that's
something
crazy.
crazy.
He
I'm
was
like,
out there
man, this
tricking.
stuff crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he out there tricking them ties off. Tricking them ties off of some
Tricking
booty, man. Tricking
tricking
them
tricking
ties
on
off of some
some
ass. You know
tr-
what I'm saying?
tricking tricking
Yeah,
on
tricking off some ass.
another man.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy, man.
Not
Do them
not a
past it.
woman.
Yeah, yeah,
On
another
another
little boy.
man.
Well, yeah,
Right.
yeah, a little boy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
like,
that's
that's
sick,
crazy.
man. Like you know what I'm saying? You taking the people's ties, the church is falling apart, but your mind is on some ass. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Fix these cracks in the church before you go trick off on
Well,
some crack. You know what I'm saying? Now I used to know a
that's
pastor.
why.
Hey, I used to know a pastor that smoked crack. You know what I'm saying? He used to smoke crack before the meeting. You know what I'm saying? He used to smoke
Yeah.
crack, and this dude be up there sweating. Like I'm like this congregation. It was a Baptist church to go to. I used to go to. I never. I didn't just go to Kingdom Hall. I didn't went to. You ever been to like a different church, or you just went to Kingdom Hall?
No, I never been nowhere but to the hall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been to like Baptist church, Pentecostal, Church of God in Christ. I've been to different ones before. My family religion, like a lot of us black people really like very religious. And it's like this pastor man, like he used to smoke crack, but dude was a preacher, and
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like he was so good at preaching, nobody knew this dude was on crack. Because you have an image of crackheads, but this dude was on crack up there preaching.
Right.
So the ties they give him after the meeting, he can't wait to go get that hit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, yeah, you never know who's up there talking. That's a human up there. And then we put
Right.
that human on a pedestal and we shocked that, oh man, I didn't know this dude was out there cheating on his wife. I didn't know this dude
Hmm.
was out there pimping people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you said the other one, the dude was out there smoking meth with his congregation. He smoked meth in front of the congregation. I'm like,
Right.
once you get to that status where you comfortable to smoke meth, I mean, these people far gone.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
haven't. I study a lot. I study a lot of different religions, but I haven't been to another church service yet. It's my goal to probably do it one day. But like I said, I'm not in a big rush to do that because I don't
Hmm.
believe I don't believe that that's something that you really have to do in
Yeah,
order to like have a relationship with God.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? So
yeah, exactly.
I'm not like in a rush to go out here and start like sampling all these different churches. I'm not trying to
Hmm.
really do that.
Yeah, yeah,
But see, what I
yeah,
will
yeah.
do, I want to what I want to do is volunteer and help people. Like I do want to volunteer, and churches do have a lot of nice programs where you can
Hmm.
volunteer and help people. See, I like doing stuff like that more than just going somewhere, you know, looking at some dude in a suit that's probably like cheating on his wife with like some
Hmm.
18-year-old girl,
Hmm.
or probably he gay and like, you know, using everybody's time to buy like a 2022 Escalade and
Hmm.
like, you know what I'm saying, a Bentley coupe. Like, I mean,
Hmm.
I don't want to sit through that either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, I
Right,
mean, you doing that, but you preaching in a neighborhood that's poor, and it's
right,
crazy because the biggest churches be in poor neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't waste my time. I mean, JWs, a lot of them do start. Some of them do go to different churches, and they be happy with. You know, if you happy with that, you know what I'm saying. That's good for you. You know what I'm saying. If you want to do that, but you know, it's just to me, they're no different from JWs, man. They're no different because it's the same hustle. You putting somebody
Hmm.
else on a pedestal, and somebody else is supposedly closer to God. You can't interpret or understand the Bible without their help. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Yeah,
right. Exactly, exactly. I have
yeah,
TW said I have not been to other churches. I've always heard that the preacher is sleeping with half the women. Yeah, that's and
yeah,
so in
yeah.
a lot of cases, that's actually true.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually
Yeah,
true.
these people are sitting here. You know, then they have the picture be like the family council. I'm like, how you taking your wife to go tell another man about your problem? Like you throwing your wife out there. Like I would never take my wife to no pastor to tell him our problem. No, you better sit here and talk to me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Yeah, he up there telling. Then you know the thing is, women are attracted to power. This dude up there, like he got the whole congregation. Your wife looking at that like,
right,
yeah, did she looking at you like, nigga, you go to work every day, listen to another man. Like, I want
right.
that up there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
mean
ain't
they
finna take my
have
wife on.
people women are attracted to men that have power.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
somebody in that position, like especially if it's like a big church, they might not really be looking at that fool if he's somewhere on the corner by Popeye's chicken with like
Mm-hmm.
a little 12 member church somewhere by a liquor
Uh huh.
store. They
Yeah.
probably ain't it ain't gonna be number probably like 90-year-old old women up in there.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Even still,
Claiming right,
but
but
even
I mean
still,
they're
them
not
90
gonna
year
be looking at him.
what. Well, no, them 90-year-old women be getting hot and bothered too. Shit. I mean, shit. You know
Right,
what I'm
right. But see, I'm
saying?
saying if it's a man that got like a big
Yeah,
church
yeah,
with
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If you got a church
Mm-hmm.
with like 1,000 or 2,000 people sitting up in there, yeah, the women
Mm-hmm.
gonna be looking at him because they view that as power. Like
Exactly.
women are attracted to a man with any type. And the thing about
Yeah.
it, it don't even matter what type.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter what type.
Exactly.
Women are attracted to men with any kind of power.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
It
Yeah.
don't
You ever
matter
seen
like
that?
if you on the street, you can be a dude in the street
Mm-hmm.
that got power. You know, you got power from having a big dope spot. You sell a lot of drugs, and that you got
Mm-hmm.
the power to have control of this
Mm-hmm.
dope spot.
Yeah.
That's why big dope dealers get a lot of women because they like the power
Mm-hmm.
he got.
Yeah,
Of
exactly.
course, you know, of course, if you any type of celebrity, after you run around on the field with a helmet on catching the ball, all that's like power to them.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Influence too.
And
Yeah.
like
You ever
I
seen that?
say,
You ever seen that
yeah,
show? I think it was Preachers of LA or something. You
yeah, I
ever?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was talking about.
Yeah, and that dude, that old man talking about, man, these women becoming our winner. I don't know why. I'm like, I know
Hmm.
why, dude. Man, you up there gyrating and convulsing and sweating. I'm like, man, you giving these women a preview. You know what you doing up there, man. Up there, he up there shape like he's almost twerking on that damn stage. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah,
you
but
give these women a preview what's gonna go on. You know what I'm saying? Back and
right,
down.
yeah. Like I said,
Yeah, yeah,
I wouldn't go nowhere with dealing with foolishness like that. I wouldn't sit through
yeah,
that
yeah,
foolishness.
yeah, yeah. That's crazy, man. Yeah,
Right. And then
yeah,
they be want your money too.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They
Exactly. Yeah,
want you to
they
give
pass.
them like they want your money and want you to sit through that crazy stuff. I ain't finna do
Yeah,
that.
sit there. Yeah, yeah, sit there. Yeah, want your money, then pass, and then they guilt you
Right.
into not giving the money. It's kind of like JWs. They guilt you for not turning your time. These other churches get you not turning in the money. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
exactly.
Yeah, a lot of them doing even doing the quarantine and stuff. When the people wasn't even going to the churches, these pastors calling people and asking for tithes. I'm like, wait a minute, we ain't even at the
Hmm.
doggone church, man. You asking me for a tithe, man? Big it up my face, man. Big go turn some cans or something, dude. Get out my
Right.
face, man. I ain't working just like you. We both out of jobs. So hey, you got money? You know what I'm saying? We both out of job.
Most
So
of
hey,
it,
don't come and knock on my door. You know what I'm
most
saying?
of it is just a hustle, man. But
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I'll
Yeah,
probably look at a few more comments, then conclude.
yeah. Yeah, I put
Yeah,
the link in there, man. I don't have the I didn't mention to you guys, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm kinda, I don't have a phone set up, but I'm putting the link in there, man. If y'all want to come on, just like 55, he don't put his face on there. You come on and ask the question, and leave off, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um,
Ask me some questions. Ask me
yeah,
anything.
yeah, yeah. Actually, anything in chat. But I'm putting the link in there if you guys want to join on. Just ask a question, and hop on off. You don't have to join in here. But yeah, we're gonna stay on for a couple of more minutes, man. Um, and I thank y'all
Yeah,
for all coming on, man. Yeah, the comment section been going on. I didn't even have a chance to even read it all, man.
right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Michael AM. Oh, there you go, Michael AM. Oh, I forgot. Oh man, that's who that was. My bad, man. Michael AM. Yeah, I forgot who that was, man. Yeah, I know who Michael AM is. My bad, Michael AM. You still in here?
What
Yeah.
did you just say? I saw a comment pop up, but I didn't really see it.
No. That we did a video together back in the day, but I kind
Oh,
of yeah, because I think he was using a different name. Yeah. So yeah, but
okay.
yeah. All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
Anna Twink. I ain't seen
TW.
Anna Twink. I ain't seen Anna Twink in a minute either, man. Yeah, Anna
Mm-hmm.
Twink become. Yeah, she got a lot of
TW.
information.
TW said I've seen on YouTube some crazy music and dancing in some churches. Yeah, TW. See, that's
Hmm.
that's why that's why I want to bring up stuff like speaking in tongues. You know what I mean? And I don't believe in that. I don't believe people have the power to speak in tongues anymore, at least not from God. And see, something you got to understand, everybody in TW, it's important to understand this. Christians are not the only people that speak in tongues. You know,
Hmm.
Hindus, Hindus and Buddhists also believe in getting some type of spirit and speaking in tongues.
Hmm.
So, I mean, what if somebody that's a Hindu or a Buddhist come into church and they start jumping around speaking in tongues,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
people are sitting there praising that like it's from their God when this man is actually a Hindu and he ain't speaking in tongues. So how do you differentiate? You see
Hmm.
what I mean? You
Yeah.
see do you see my point? Do you see why that's dangerous?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, speaking in tongues. Sure. I mean, you could do a lot of stuff speaking. I could think of some stuff
Right,
speaking in tongues. Sure. I ain't,
right,
I'm gonna keep it PG though. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of tongues, a lot of stuff be
right,
speaking in tongues. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, crackhead be out there overdosing, be speaking in tongues. You know what I'm saying?
right.
When the Bible speaking in tongue though, it's sometimes it has to do with like the different language. But also they talk about the tongue of angels. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about speaking in tongue, man, I think when you go back and you do a real deep study of the Christian group in Rome, you see that a lot of them had different gifts that they would do contribute to it.
Yeah,
It was kind of more. It wasn't so much of hierarchy. It was more of everyone came together and they contributed their gift to that group. You know what I'm saying? It could
right.
have been 12 people in the household, and they all contributed. They had some special gift that they believed they had, and they contributed during that time of association. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
well, in the Bible, when they spoke in tongues, they were speaking the actual language.
Hmm.
That like they were speaking the actual language that somebody couldn't understand. People who speak in the
Hmm.
tongues today, they're just speaking gibberish and just making
Hmm.
noises that
Yeah,
nobody
yeah,
understands.
yeah.
The
Some of them be
whole, the whole
foaming. Some of them be foaming at the mouth, man.
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
So I mean, that's not from God because
yeah, yeah.
the Apostle Paul said once the 12 apostles all died, that gift is going to be gone. Ain't gonna be no more speaking tongues.
Mm,
And
yeah.
like I said, when they spoke in tongues in the Bible, okay. I'm gonna throw this out. I'm giving an example. I'm giving an example. If I was like alive back then, and I was like part of the first Christian congregation that was anointed with Holy Spirit, if a Chinese man walked in a room with me and the Holy Spirit was in me, and I started speaking in tongues, I would I would start speaking Chinese, and he wouldn't
Mhm.
understand it. I wouldn't just be like rolling. I wouldn't just be rolling around making noises and foaming at the mouth. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I would he would come in there, and I would start speaking Chinese.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You see, that's the
Yeah.
whole point, and I ain't got to keep going on because you get the point. If you was alive
Mhm.
back then, and a man from Mexico or Spain came in there, what would happen? You would start speaking in Spanish, and he'd be like
Mhm.
listening to you. You wouldn't just be
Mhm.
like jumping around, foaming at the mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
I'm
got you,
like,
man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just, yeah, yeah. It's just, it's all, it's all something to make them feel special and stuff like that. Speaking in tongue, yeah. And I mean, and how many books of the Bible speaking in tongue actually mentioned in? You know what I'm saying? It was the whole first part of the Bible was not speaking
just
in tongue,
one.
not in there. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, they make a big deal off of that. You know what I'm saying? Pentecostal, they whole religion is based on the day of Pentecost. You know, I've been a Pentecostal church, and man, the people in there, you have people running up and down. I mean, the first time I went in there, man, people running up and down the halls. It's people on the floor, gyrating, vibrating. They vibrate so
It's
much the
it's
pastor
starting
have
to
to.
echo now.
Oh, shoot, it's starting to echo. Okay, well, yeah, that's the devil trying to, he's trying to get us off of here. You know what I'm saying? That's the white man keeping us down. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, it was a lady who, she,
Hey,
the
let
pastor
me
had.
go out and come back in.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, the woman on the ground vibrating, the pastor had to come put like a sheet over her because her dress is lifting up. You know what I'm saying? That if and it's
Here,
some force behind. Oh, can you hear me?
um,
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, man, I think yeah, nobody's chiming in, so I think we did good, man. Yeah, hour and a half. I think we did good. Did you cover everything, man? You cover everything? 55. No, shit. Okay. Oh, you still on there? He's at church doing exercise. All right. Well, he's not. You still on there, 55?
hold on. So I'm trying to come back in.
Uh,
Hello, can you hear me?
yeah, yeah, I hear you good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Did you? Okay. So you get everything you got anything else you want to bring up or discuss?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
No, I think we pretty much covered a lot, man. I mean, unless somebody else. Okay. How do I get back in the studio? Oh, okay. My bad. Okay, now. Okay, now I'm back in. All right. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, yeah, I hear you good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
pretty much
All
covered a
righty.
lot of stuff, man.
All right. Well, that's good, man. So on that note, man, I think we can check on now. Yeah, the comment was good, man. I appreciate all you guys for coming on. Man, I seen a couple of I seen Jay the comedian here for a minute. He probably cut out because what time is out there your time?
But
Yeah, not
by
eight
me, it's
o'clock.
like eight. It's 8:40. 8:40
Oh, okay.
at night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Y'all old folks be going to bed like eight.
Hey,
He
man,
probably
they want more. They
yeah,
want
he probably
more,
went.
man. You gonna have me on for a fifth time or what?
Oh, hold on,
TW.
hold on. We got Michael AM in it. Hold on for a minute. Let me bring him in.
Why is it? Why I keep echoing?
What's good, y'all?
Hey,
Hey,
what's
What's
up,
up, man?
man? There we go.
5513. I just want to jump in real quick. What's going on, Jumanji?
What's up, man?
What's up,
Yeah,
man?
Been
I
a
didn't
while.
recognize you. Did you change your name or you change your avatar, huh?
Man, I be changing everything.
Oh, okay, yeah. 'Cause I didn't recognize that was you when I looked on there. I didn't recognize that was you on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So let me just say real quick, man. I'm very glad to see this happening. 5513. Uh, it's so valuable for us to share our stories and
I agree.
information from the perspectives wherever we're at. And I just want to show my appreciation. Thank you very much. The entire uh, um,
I agree.
the entire what is like four now four segments.
Yeah.
It's been great. So
Yeah.
so
Thanks, man.
yeah. Thanks very much, and I hope that we'll be able to like hook up sometime. Um,
Yeah.
I saw Marvin up in here. Where's he at? Where's he at?
Do you got a channel, Michael?
Hold on. My headset is not working.
Oh, take your time, man.
Hold on. What's going
We'll
on?
get it together.
Oh, that's why. Let me click on this one. Testing, testing, testing.
It sounds like it's stuff like
There it goes.
echoing a lot now.
There it goes. Okay, gotcha. Is it echoing?
To me it sounds like it, but I mean it don't sound bad. You can still hear everything clear.
Okay.
It
All right.
No,
just
no, I get,
sounds
no, I hear you clear. I hear you clear, Michael.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah. So
Yeah, I hear
so
you clear.
the idea of like hooking up and like being able to drop little jewels here and there and whatnot, man,
yeah,
it's extremely valuable, and it
it
makes
is.
like a camaraderie, because we're a
Hmm.
family. We a family on the
Yeah.
outskirts of of this thing that we've
Hmm.
all experienced,
It's
and it's
like it's
just
like
Exactly.
therapy to me.
very
Yeah.
much so.
Exactly.
It's like it's
Very,
like
Yeah.
it's like it's like a
Exactly.
type of therapy, man.
yeah, very
Yep.
much so. So again,
Yeah.
I just want to drop in and
Oh, I appreciate you, man. I thought nobody was gonna come on, man. I was hoping somebody came on, interacted
right
physically.
on
But
you.
yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. And yeah, we got to get together, man. I know you hit me on Instagram, but
Yeah, man.
yeah, we got to get together and do something, man. You
Absolutely.
know.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all. Have a great
All right,
night.
man. You too, bro.
All
Thank
right,
you.
man.
Yeah. All
Yeah, I'm,
righty,
I'm
man.
glad somebody called in, stepped in. That was good.
Yeah, yeah, stuck in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cool. That's a cool dude, man. Very, very laid back cat, man. He's very professional with his gigs, man. Yeah, I think got a YouTube. I ain't never seen. I don't know if he do videos. Yeah, but yeah. All right, man. So anyway, man, I guess we can check on out, man. I appreciate, man. You have shed a light on a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I think if any XJW, I mean any PMOs watch this, man, I think they'll get something. That cognitive dissonance only lasts so long. You know what I'm saying? Cognitive dissonance only lasts so long. And the thing is, when you stop arguing with people, that's when they start thinking. Because when you argue with people, your mind is focused on winning an argument. But once you start arguing with a person with cognitive, they're gonna go home and think about it, man. So yeah,
Right. Well,
yeah.
they want us back for a fifth time, man. You see in the comment section. So you gonna have me back on a fifth time or what?
Yeah, we work on a fifth, but it probably be a while. It probably won't be like next week or anything. But yeah, we keep in touch, man, and we'll get together, and even I mean, even if I'm doing something, you can hop on too, man. Like MKT hopped on, or
Yeah, invite me,
MKT hopped
man.
on last.
Just whenever you on, even if you on with somebody else, just send me the invite. I'll hop on.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely, man. Yeah, most definitely, I would do that, man. But yeah, I appreciate you, man. 'Cause I haven't, I say I haven't did a video of JWs. It's been months, man. It's been months. I kind of moved on from it, but I invite anybody, anybody who want to do a video, I'll make room for it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Yeah, we'll get together, man. Probably won't be next week or anything like that, but yeah, we'll
Okay.
keep in touch, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
start. Whenever we get back together, I'm gonna start talking about different stuff. I mean, I pretty much covered everything as far as the
Yeah.
JW stuff.
Yeah.
Um, I'll probably start giving like beer tips and
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
other stuff next time. Stuff like that next time we talk.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, man. And actually, man, if you I mean, you haven't thought about like creating your own like channel, like where you can like you haven't
I
thought
don't
about
have
doing.
time, man. I be wanting to,
Mm,
but like whenever I think about doing it, I always get like real busy.
yeah, 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 yeah,
And like, 'cause,
yeah,
I go to school. I go to school and I work full time. I work. I was at work today. I work every other
hmm
weekend. I work 6 days a week. I got out work.
hmm
I got out work like right before I came on the stream tonight.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I
I
got
be
you.
tired, bro. I be
Yeah,
wore
yeah, I
out,
got you.
man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, I know how that is, man. The same thing. Yeah,
yeah,
like yeah, that's the only day I got off. That's why I only do it like Sunday. You know what I'm saying? The only day I
yeah.
really
Like
got
if
off.
I make a
Yeah.
channel I make a channel half the time. Y'all gonna be seeing me drinking some Patron, like looking all sleepy,
Oh, that's
talking
cool.
crazy.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
be like, who is this?
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
All right, TW.
That's good stuff, man. Yep.
I'm
All
I'm
right,
I'm, I'm
man.
gonna start a channel one day, TW.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. All
All right,
righty,
so
man.
man,
Well,
I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm just gonna say in conclusion, um, real quick. I just want to conclude everything I say is to help people wake up. You know, I don't have any bad blood against anybody. You know what I mean? If anything, I feel sorry for people who are trapped in a mind control system and they're scared to break free from it. You know, I feel sorry for people like that, man. And like that's why I come on and try to help people and give my story and stuff like that. So that's it, man. But yeah, Jumarky, man, let me know. Send me an email whenever you want me back on and we'll go from there, man.
all righty, man. All right. Well, y'all have a good one. Take care, man, and y'all be safe out here in this coronavirus, man. Y'all be safe out here, man. All righty, man. Y'all have a good one. Thank you, man. Peace.
All right, y'all.